Hello and welcome to this Power BI video. We are continuing our tutorial series and today we are going to discuss matrix visual. So matrix visual is available under the visualization. The position may change depending on the version you are working on. So let's create and make it large. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take brand and I'm going to drag it on rows. So it has three options: rows, columns and values. So let's start with the rows where we are going to drag the column values or the parameters, and in fact in the columns also we can drag parameter values. We can't drag measures out here. In the values we can drag measures and the calculated columns or column where we can give summarization. Now here, unlike the table matrix where you can actually go ahead and change the summarization, that will not happen here. Means you will not be able to say unsummarize. You have to have summarize. Like if I want to drag sales here, I cannot drag. I want to drag sales here, I cannot drag. I can drag sales here. Okay, and once you drag it here, the value will get summarized, and it's even if I take, let's say, brand out here from the table, it automatically get the first brand. Okay, so some kind of summarization is needed. So that's a difference from the table visual. Now I've taken the brand sales out here, and then just like the table visual, we have options like we can change the size. So we'll increase the size. Okay, and then we have few options out here. Let's clear the size matrix and look what all options we have. So we have this general tab, which are very general options. Then we have styles, which is same as table. Grid, we have vertical and horizontal grid, row padding and outlines, and text size, which we already. Image size is one, it's limited to 150. More than that we cannot have. Column headers, we can have the font color and all those. See the main important thing, and then we have row headers and everything. Just like table visual, we have this conditional formatting, which is pretty important, and we are going to play around with that in some video. So pretty strong presence of uh, properties out here. Let's go ahead and add one more measure and see. So we can add one more measure like this one. Say sales am. Let's say, we can add gross also. So we add gross measure also. Now let's remove this measure, which seems very similar to this one. Then we can have actually gross margin, we already dragged. Then we can have something like discount or discount percentage. See if we have something like that. Okay, we have discount percentage, so fine. So just like table visual, we continue to have, and discount percentage doesn't have a formatting of percent. We can go ahead and do like that. Okay, so we can go ahead and do such changes. We press comma, we have to press percentage, and then it changes to the percentage, and all those things we can do. Now we'll do one more step. Now this is where the difference start coming from the table visual. Till now it is looking very similar to table visual, and the first difference thing which we are going to do is we are going to add one more row out here. So let's say brand, so let's say category and item category. I'm going to drag category on top of brand, and you immediately see that this kind of layout has come. Now we can individually open these and see, or otherwise we have an option like click on drill down. Now if we click on drill down, which it will go to brand, or we can do like expand. So now when we do expand, it actually start looking like this. So under the camera, all things are open in this one. So this is expand option, and in the drill down option we have, basically we go to the next level. Now this is when you have two things on the row. When you have two things on the columns also, similar options we are going to see. Now here there is one more thing which we can do, which difference we can do is we can go ahead and actually there is one more option which is tabbed layout. So let's search for that tabbed layout. So under the row header we see tabbed layout, which is right now on, and now we are going to make it off. So once you make tabbed layout, it is very similar what you might have seen in your Excel. So very similar option, but here it is known as tab layout, and if we switch it off, you can see the other one. So let's keep it right now like this. Now let's see if we add one more stuff, what would happen. Now let's say add subcategory also, or subcategory. Again the expansion is not there, and we will use this expand all drill down level. Again we can see now these totals are not making too much of sense. So many totals getting repeated. So let's go ahead and explore one more property out here. So now we go to subtotals and we say row subtotals which is on. Now we are making it off. So row subtotals are, we have switched it off. It's okay. And Then we have this grand total, and this is fine. This is no much options, same options are there. Okay, so we can scroll and see this data now, like this level. Now this is when you keep on adding the stuff on rows, so you can expand, you can collapse, all those things you can do. Now let's go ahead and do one more interesting thing, that instead of keep on adding here, let's remove it from here and let's put category out here. So now it's a different kind of layout right now. And then there are too many measures right now, like these are too many measures repeating, is going to repeat it. And the other challenge is that this is not going to come down. Like if you want cameras below sales margin in this one, that is not going to happen. So camera is going to remain, means the category is going to remain on top of this, and this will not happen. So what we can do is you can cross this and look at this data in much better manner. Okay, now on the both edges we can add certain things. So let's go ahead and pull more dimensions to it. Let's say we put order type. So what is this? Order type ID, not, let's take order type. So brand and order type we have taken, and let's expand that. It's fine. So these brand, this is order type, and this is, you know, basically category. Now let's take payment method also, and let's drag it on column. Let's take the method instead of ID. Okay, now you start seeing this drill on rows or drill on columns. Now we already done drill on the rows, we select column, and we again going to use the expand, and the similar kind of options are there. So you can see inside this one, so you can build it as complex as you want. And the beautiful thing is that color grouping is going to work. And if we go here and see conditional formatting, is it available, and you see still it is available. Is it function enabled? So we still see advanced control. So it means even complex conditional formatting is available. We right now switch it off. Now this is one way of looking at it. Now there is one more option which is there, and then right now we are inside a very complex UI. So let's reduce the complexity, and let's reduce complexity out here, and let's go ahead and do one more stuff, and then we will add a few more. So we have something known as show on row. So show on row, we go ahead and check this out, and now look. So you did not observe the difference. Now to observe the difference, what we have to do is we have to add one more measure, gross. So gross sales we add here, and you started seeing. Now let's add margin also here. Okay, so the measure is coming on row. Now what we are going to do is one more step we are going to take it. We are going to completely delete this brand from here. Another kind of view. So where now we have measures, and then we are not taking any row, we are only taking column. So we have only column display, and there is no rows. The only rows are measures, and this is another kind of display. Now let's go ahead and do one more step. We even go to remove category out here, and now let's reduce the space. You can increase the font and make it look like a, you know, KPI table. You can increase the font, you can, you know, write some label out here, and all those things you can do, and on that it will become a kind of a KPI table. So these are various things which you can do with matrix. So right now let's add again, let's say out here we add order type on the row. Okay, or instead of ID we can take order type, right? So this is how various things which we can do with matrix. And then let's see if we can go ahead and just play around with conditional formatting. Let's say font formatting we go ahead and do, and then immediately you start seeing that and go under advanced control, and let's see, do we have any measure available right now? We created in the last video one measure. Let's see if we have color something available, color margin, and let's see if does it apply here. So we have applied it on sales, but seems like this condition is satisfying as red. So not much of difference out here, because most of them are negative right now margin. So we have to be very fine-tuned in terms of what we are giving. But what we can do is we can actually change it to color scale, and we can say diverging, and then let's make it a kind of a green color. Okay, and something is missing based on margin. Margin percentage we want to color, Okay, and you immediately start seeing the difference. See, we are coloring the sales, but we are coloring based on margin percentage. We are not coloring margin. So you have a background color, your font color, the data bars is another one good property. And now see, this is also available here. And then if I make it like say show on row, you might be able to appreciate it better. I disable that property, show on row. Okay, so now you can see, how quickly Power BI has built that number for you in terms of data bar. So all these things, go ahead and experiment with these, and let us know if you want to see some more properties on the matrix visual. To subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, so whenever we post a new video, you get a message for that. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.